Well, isn't this sweet?
Hi, Russ. I hope three's not a crowd.
Look, Phil, I appreciate you consoling Becky. I really do, but I think that I can take it from here, okay?
Phil's just trying to help.
Like he helped run you ragged? From stage to studio, 8 hours rehearsals, gigs till 4 in the morning.
Mom, he didn't know.
He didn't know because you were afraid to tell him.
Look, Russ, if I'd known about that baby,
Look,
I would have...
Phil, I really don't want to talk about it, you know? I don't want to argue anymore. I just came here to comfort the baby that I still have, you know? Now, just go, please.
Becky, if I'd known about the baby, well, I hate to admit it, but I probably would have let you go from the band. I mean, maybe little things like that bother me a bit too much sometimes. You know, finding that perfect, marketable lead singer. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, Phil. You've been great through everything.
And, Russ, for letting you know that Becky was in a hospital, you're welcome.
You know, it's really something the way we all pull together in a crisis like this. Really heartwarming.
Russ, visiting hours are over. I think maybe you better leave.
Beck, come on. I came here to talk.
Russ, I'm tired and I need my rest.
Okay.
Hey, Russ. What were you going to say?
That I love you.
Could have phoned that in.
Know something, Beck? Love and sex go together. But you can have sex without that kind of love. I love Lori. But that doesn't mean that I don't have feelings for a beautiful girl, a beautiful body.
It's chauvinism. You want both, right? I mean, guys do, sure. Girls do, too.
I like you, Beck. You know?
Thanks.
Something about me you don't like?
Well, no. Let's just leave it at that, okay?
I don't want to leave it at that.
You intend to rape me, sir?
Would you resist?
I don't think so. Russ, I love you. Lord, don't hate me, okay?
I don't hate you, Becky.
It was just, there he was, and there I was. We went to dinner one night, and we had a few drinks. Lord, we were both so lonely for something.
Russ said he was lonely.
got that old self-discipline that you got, you know? I mean, it was just the two of us. We just couldn't say no to one another. That's the awful part about it, Laura. We knew what we were doing. We knew that we were hurting you. But we just went right on ahead. And we did it. And we hurt you.
When were you going to tell me, huh? The 6th month? The 7th month? Hey, maybe the 10th month.
Rusty, shut up!
It is true, isn't it?
You know something, Weaver? You ought to take lessons from your father. At least he asks like a gentleman.
What do you mean, my father? When did you see my father?
Oh, he came to visit me last night.
Here?
He was waiting for me. Uh-huh.
What did he ask you? Becky, does he know?
Know what?
That you're pregnant.
Yeah, Russ, he knows. He knows! Why, what's the matter? Didn't you think you could do it, huh? Promise me something. Promise me that you'll never hold this over my head. You'll never say that I got pregnant and I forced you into it, because I'm not forcing you into it. I wouldn't force you now. I never will.
I don't think you are.
Russ, I want to marry you. You know that. But I don't want to be desperate. And I don't want for you to be desperate when we do get married.
I'm not. And I'm not running. And I'm not being bullied into anything either. I don't care about my mother. I don't care about the baby, man. Not as much as I care about you. Beck, I need you. You know? The question stands.
I need you too.
Yeah, I'll marry you.
Russ, I love you.
Becky,
Dr. Greeley,
how do you feel?
I guess I was dreaming.
Well, you'll be glad to know that I've come to give you your walking papers.
I can go home?
Russ is waiting outside.
Could you send him in?
In a second. Becky, I want you to know that you're perfectly healthy. And with a little rest, you'll feel like your old self again.
Don't tell Russ that, okay?
Becky, what I'm saying is, don't brood over what's happened. Now, I know you've been through a lot these last couple of months, but dwelling on your lost child can only ruin an otherwise very bright future for you.
You know, that's the first advice you've given me that I want to take.
I'll send Russ in. And you take it easy for the rest of the day. Hey.
Oh, you're the real thing this time.
What's that mean?
Webster, I don't usually see people on such short notice. What is it?
Always right to the point, huh? Hey, may I?
If I get you your own box of cigars for your birthday, will you quit hoarding mine?
Look, you get me a box of cigars like this, I'll give you free legal advice for a year.
No good deed goes unpunished. What'd you come to see me about?
Well, George, I'm sure you're aware of the tragic fire that consumed a portion of Hollister Square.
Tragic. How about fortuitous?
I don't follow you.
Get to the point.
Well, as you can well imagine, every time Charles and I turn around, there's some arson investigator throwing questions at us, not to mention the media. My point is, it's all very messy.
You torch your own place. A man dies in the fire. Now you want me to bail you out. Is that it?
I'm sorry, George. I take offense at what you just said.
Come on, Harold. I could practically see the fire in Charles's eyes when you two were over here the
Hey,
last
we wouldn't
time.
resort to that kind of tactics.
If you're innocent, why do you want me to have the investigation called off?
I haven't asked for anything yet.
Well, what do you want?
I want you to call the investigation off. That has nothing to do with my guilt or innocence. These investigators are a pain in the neck, pure and simple. Of course, I'm not real fond of seeing the word arson headlined right alongside of Hollister Square.
Well, the fire commissioner and I aren't that close.
George, there's money involved.
Gonna treat me to some turkey snackers?
Oh, well, I'm serious.
I don't want your money. But getting in on the ground floor of the project, that I'd like to discuss.
Then you'll have the investigation called off.
If you give me a large enough slice of the Hollister pie, I'll do it.
It's open.
Nancy,
What are you doing here?
I'm on a break from the hospital.
Well, you're not supposed to be here. There's a restraining order, you know.
Nancy, I was hoping we could talk.
All right, speak, felon.
What's in there?
Oh, I was cleaning out the basement. Mother went through more magazines in the public library, and you know she kept every single one.
I know. Always magazines about decorating and keeping the home. You know, for her, this place was a dream come true.
Well, I found some corners that weren't so well kept. I mean, there was so much dust down in that basement that I had to give up with the vacuum cleaner and start with the shovel.
That was my doing. I told her not to do strenuous housework.
Yeah, well, thanks to you, Mother died a very healthy woman.
I've been hoping, now that we're both over our grief, that maybe we could approach one another a bit more sensibly.
You want to make a deal?
I want to do what's right. I want what's fair for me and Lori and Peter. It's not fair.
So, you don't think you'll contest the will, then?
I want to settle out of court.
No.
Well, you mean you won't even discuss it?
Terry, you're not going to throw me some crumbs and think I'm going to be satisfied with that.
Well, you don't even know what I'm offering.
Well, I'm sure it's not as much as I'm suing for.
You don't expect to get all that much, do you?
Want to bet?
Nancy! It's not the money you want. I realize that.
Oh, yeah? So, what is it I want, then?
Well, repayment for all the years that you felt unloved, not wanted. You want emotional vengeance.
Yeah, well, maybe that's part of it, but still, I think the money would be nice.
I love you, Nancy.
Oh, what does that have to do with this?
I'm saying that I've made a decision. In my heart, I'll never hate you, and I did once.
But you can't say that.
You're wrong, Nancy. God has given me love for everyone. I have to decide to accept it or appropriate it. There can be no revenge because I'm not your enemy. And if you get what you think you need, then I'll be happy for you.
What is this? A little reverse psychology or something?
No, these aren't mind games. And my actions will prove it. If you want to sue me in court and take my shirt, I'm going to offer you my coat as well.
Oh, I get it. We want to save you the embarrassment of court and legal fees, right?
If you want to talk through this, please call me.
You know, you've finally done it. You've gone off the deep end, haven't you? Well, I'm going to call my lawyer.
I'm still kind of tired. Oh.
time to start over?
What can I say? I can't tell you that things will be better, that I'll be different. But maybe for once, I could let my actions show it. Be nice, wouldn't it?
Dennis and I have lined up a third investor for the project.
Third investor? Who?
He should be here any minute. He's someone you know.
And just who might that be?
Someone who will lend the stability that this project needs. We're certain you'll have no objections, Charles.
Hello, gentlemen. Sorry I'm late.
Is this your idea of some sort of joke?
Hello, Charles. Boys tell me you have a little problem here.
They obviously haven't worked with you before.
Oh, on the contrary. Dennis and Jim and I go back a long way.
And this is your idea of stability.
He's got clout, Charles.
What he has is a criminal record.
And you should have one. Remember Lasky?
Who's that?
The old man that died in Charles's fire. You torched your own building. That's not very smart business, Charles.
That's exactly what we're concerned about, Charles. And that's why Vince is in, or we want our money back. Today.
Just answer the question, Charles, yes or no.
The position you put me in is reprehensible.
Well, what's it to be, Charles? 21%.
Cash or negotiable bonds, paid immediately.
Dennis, I was always terrible at arithmetic. Now, you've got 20% and Jim has 10, and with my 21, how much is that?
51%.
Tight little corporation all to ourselves. Welcome aboard, Charles. Oh, don't worry. We'll let you play tycoon of the shopping mall. You're still in charge. There's just been a slight little shift in upper management. Needn't concern you at all. As long as you stay in line.
Hey, look at this, huh? We're almost like prime cut.
Russ, I don't think a Salisbury steak has a prime cut. What? You even browned the apple crisp?
And you thought that I was small time? How you feeling?
Oh, the nap did wonders. I'm fine.
Great to have you back.
We've been nice to each other for about 7.5 hours. Think it's some kind of record?
Record. I knew I forgot something.
Russ, don't go overboard. Come on.
What are you in the mood for? Montavani or Molly Hatchet?
Let's go the soft route tonight, okay?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Ready to eat?
Yeah.
Come on down. Wait before you start. Tell us. Once more, with feeling.
Kiss me.
Yes, ma'am. The phone is ringing.
Well?
Yeah, it's probably not very important.
What if it's your father?
I sure don't want him here right now. I'll talk to him.
What if it's Dr. Greeley?
If it's urgent, you'll call back later.
If it's urgent, we should answer it right now.
I'll bet it's just Lori. Yeah, she's probably calling just to make sure that you're all right.
Either case, I think we should just let it ring.
This is my mother.
All right, Russell, go answer the phone.
You sure?
Yeah. It's ringing in counterpoint to Montavani anyway.
Why? Yeah.
Is Becky there?
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, why don't I just save that for her?
You know, your timing is really...
Is she there?
It's Phil.